market wrap for Monday, November the 29th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. Brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's take a look at the market here today. And what a move on the SPX, right? So up 60 points today. Back to green on the monthly chart with one trading day left in the month. We'll see if they do any window dressing going into tomorrow, but it sure felt like they were starting today with this huge gap up on the weekly chart. Inside week so far after last week's bearish engulfing candle. And today, a push. We got over the ADMA, but we put an upper shadow off of that here today. So that's a little bit suspect going in tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. In terms of wave count, we definitely had the ABC move right here. So the real question is, right, is this a retrace, right, where it's more of like a 1-2, 1-2 on the downside, or was this a wave 1 up, right? It certainly is possible, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, right, in that move right here, or this is wave 4, 5, and then we get another pullback right here, and that's your wave 1 move. This is your wave 2, and then we see a wave 3 up to continue to work this this market going to the upside. So we'll see. We'll see what the price action gives us. So we got a couple alt counts like we talked about yesterday, right? SPY, not quite as much volume on Friday, but still pretty decent. So we'll see how that goes here today off this rally, but more of a spinning top on the SPY candle going into tomorrow. Like we said, big inside week there here on the futures, but SP futures, guys, was looking like a bull flag right here. We got a little bit of a breakout and then kind of came back in range and then failed to the downside, gave us a nice move there, and then they're bouncing it after hours here. So we'll see how that goes going into tomorrow. In terms of the micros, again, same thing. Let's actually stretch the channel out to here. This is where we were earlier today, right? So let's just kind of stretch that out a little bit and see if we can get back in that range here in the overnight session. And where we go from there, let's see with the Qs. Again, held up pretty well here today. Overall, didn't really flush as much at the close. IWM, we had that harmonic reversal that we pointed out in the lunchtime update. Then we ended up pulling back off of that here into the close. XLF, still below that macro bull flag right there on the daily chart, so no go there. The VIX, still closed over 20, guys, so not out of the woods yet on that one. So I'd still be a little bit cautious here going forward. We'll see where we go from there. Apple, hanging in there, really got over our levels here today, so just kind of blah there. Tesla, we really wanted to see a strong close over the 1130 candle, and we couldn't quite get there today, because if we did, we would be targeting 1150, and it just didn't happen. You can see we had an alert on this today that never triggered. So good stuff there. Let's say we have Bitcoin. Let's say we have a couple daily charts here and see how things are looking overall. Bitcoin, the big rally here today, pretty decent, up 4,000. Again, like we said, 60,000 is the main level. Ends up being pretty much an inside day here, but breaking out of the DTL here so far. Roku, red spinning top right here is kind of doing its thing right now. Let's still look for a decent candle on that one. Amazon. This is one that we called up to about 3,600 today. Made for a nice day trade and ended up rejecting off of that level pretty quickly. So it was right to our gamma flip level, which ended up being pretty nice. AMD semiconductors, right? Fresh all-time highs on this one today, so a nice move there. So we'll see if that gets any follow-through going forward. Again, really, that was one of our, we talked about it in the sector video this weekend. That was one of the strongest names that was holding up going into this weekend. Twitter, Jack leaving the company, huge bearish, well, it's not really bearish engulfing because we're in a downtrend anyway, but a huge outside candle on that one. Wow. So wouldn't be surprised if this thing got some downgrades going in tomorrow just because it's such a weak looking candle, but we'll see how that goes. They've got some work to do, right? But adding that edit button could really get the thing going for sure. Inside day on Baidu, so we had basically this almost completely engulfed by the prior day's real body. So keep this on your Jack in the Box radar going in tomorrow. Then of course we got pot names were pretty weak today, guys. So CGC, bearish radar going in tomorrow, closing under the recent lows. Pfizer, I pointed this one out in the public Twitter. Again, now that's a bearish engulfing candle right there. We like this one for a potential pullback to 52 or to the ADMA. So nice move there. Merck was another one that was mentioned today by Helen, and so that gave us a nice down move right here. But I didn't like the lower shadow one. Pfizer definitely had the weaker candle on that one. Decent names. You got PLTR. Maybe if you can get over the ADMA tomorrow, could kind of get going again. Twilio. Decent close today with decent volume over the ADMA with an outside day. So again, that's one that might get a little bit of action. And then XPEV, just kind of keep this one on the radar here. It had kind of a blah candle, but it's still holding the ADMA. But under there, it could get a little bit nasty. Anyway, guys, good stuff. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the live stream tonight. Bring your chart requests. Till then, stay healthy out there. Maybe risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.